Hello! Hey, Andy Grant here. Gonna do a bit of tapping on anger. Right, this is to help you release any anger that you're feeling. I'm gonna just kind of make up a scenario for me. But if you're doing this, be as specific as you can with whatever is really making you angry. You can include details during the rounds when you're really talking about that. And I'll just make up something. But in the meantime, in case you're not familiar with EFT, with tapping, the karate chop point is where we do the setup, and it's called the karate chop point because it's where you karate chop something. So you'll tap right there for the karate chop point. And then you start on the eyebrow. It's kind of like right between the eyes, right at the base of where your eyebrow starts, and if you use two or three fingers, you'll hit kind of every point in there. Side of the eye, like the crease of that bone. And again, 2 or 3 fingers just to lightly tap. And below the eye, the third point, under the nose, that little cleft, which if you don't have a mustache, you'll have that little cleft right there. And kind of tap right there. And then the crease of your chin, right in there is another point. And the collarbone. And you really just hit that bone, right there, little nub there. And if you use 3 or 4 fingers, you can just hit anywhere around that collarbone. Doesn't really matter where. That's why you use, the more fingers you use, the more freedom, the more you know you're hitting the point without really worrying about hitting a point. And under the arm, if you wear a bra or ever have worn a bra, it's right where your bra strap would be, but it's about 2 inches. I'm bad at math. It's below your armpit, right in my top rib is where I'm tapping, again with 3 or 4 fingers. And then finally, the top of the head, really right at the crown of your head. Get as many points, you can tap around, make sure you're getting it, but I don't even count it, like 3 to 7 taps in each point as you're speaking things. And let's just go. I've got this written down so that I can share it with you if you want to follow along. Normally I just kind of wing this when I do tapping for myself, so let's go. Tapping for anger. So start with the setup point. Start with the setup and you do it on the karate chop. So with 3 fingers I hit the karate chop. Even though I have all this anger and resentment about the way Brian treated me, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I have all this anger and resentment about what Brian did, about what he said, about how he embarrassed me, and I don't want to let it go, for whatever reason, I deeply and completely love and accept myself anyway. Even though I am so angry at Brian, and I refuse to let this anger go. Maybe it doesn't seem safe. Maybe I can't relax about this. I have to be on guard and protect myself. He really, really hurt me. But I accept who I am, and I can appreciate how I feel. Even though I'm really angry and resentful at Brian, and I still don't want to let this go, I would not even recognize myself without this anger. I completely love and accept myself anyway. Take a deep breath, and even before doing this, you might want to note how angry you are on a scale of 1 to 10. So let's say my incident with Brian is recent, and I'm feeling like a 7 or 8 in my anger. So now we do what we call the negative round. I'll tap through the 8 points that I went through, and I will really talk about and try to feel into my anger or whatever emotion you're dealing with. Feel into it as much as I possibly can. So, this anger about Brian. I am furious about what Brian said and did. I can't believe he destroyed my reputation like that. I'm so resentful of everything that guy represents. I'm so pissed at Brian. I can't believe he treated me that way. I cannot get over this anger I have for Brian. I am so pissed right now, I can't even stand it. So even though I'm kind of making this up, I'm getting pissed. I really am. And so do that for at least 1 round. You might go to a 2nd round. I would let it go. And if I just let whatever language comes out, I sometimes swear and just have at it. Like this is the time to vent and feel whatever's going on for you. So you do that round. And then we move on to the healing rounds, the releasing rounds. So the eyebrow. They really hurt me. Side of eye. I won't let this go. I refuse to. Under the eye. You can't make me. Under the nose. I'm going to hold on to this anger for the rest of my life. The chin. But this anger is exhausting. Collarbone. I have suffered so much about this already. Under the arm. Part of me would love to let it go. Top of head. I think that it would feel so good if I let it go. Again, eyebrow. Letting it go. Side of eye. I don't need it. Under the eye. I don't want it. Under the nose. I'm releasing it now. Chin. I've had enough of focusing on this. It is exhausting. Collarbone. They are the last person I want to think about. Under the arm. I'm so tired of thinking about this. I have suffered enough. Top of head. Releasing this anger now from the deepest root causes. And now a final positive round where I really state what I do want to feel, how I do want to release this, how I want to move on. Okay? I love feeling good right now. It is safe for me to let this anger go. I am releasing this anger now. I forgive Brian for not being who I wanted him to be. I set him free and I set myself free. I love releasing this anger now. I love feeling surprisingly free and peaceful right now. It feels so good to let this anger go. It feels so great to resolve this conflict. I love knowing that everything is working out perfectly. I love life, and life loves me. Take a couple deep breaths. One feels good for me right now. And, even the anger I was making up to begin with, I don't feel that at all anymore. So if I was doing a 1 to 10, yeah, I'd say I brought it down to a 2, right? So it's just a sample. I'm going to post the full script in the description here and, put it to use. Because that carrying anger, carrying resentment, it doesn't help you. And it hurts you more than the person you're angry at. So let it go. You can do it. Thanks.